Hey babe, welcome back. So I have my husband Jerry with me today.
It's great meeting you guys.
Yeah, Jerry's a little camera shy, so be nice. This is new for him. I kind of just like pulled him in on this to help me, but he's gonna do great. So it's been 1 year since we closed on this house. And this like 4th of July weekend was like the weekend that we really kicked off our DIY.
Yep, absolutely.
So what we wanted to do here was to kind of work the power or work the magic of paint, decor, art curation, furniture selection, like all those sort of aesthetic things that we could do a true renovation here at our cottage, and just kind of see what we could do with it. And I'm in love with this place.
Yeah, absolutely. We did a great job.
Yeah, you did. You did a great job. I kind of had the art direction, and Jerry really did. He did a lot of the DIY, but I did do the floor. I did do the floor in the kitchen.
I did from electrical to plumbing to painting to landscaping.
Yes.
Christina did a fabulous job designing the place, decor-wise, furniture design.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a warm home to come to. Every time we come from the city, we come here, and it's just a nice,
thank you.
A nice, relaxing feeling.
Yeah, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and take the home tour?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it. This room was pretty easy. It really just required painting. We changed out the light fixture. We bought a new dining table, new chairs. I thrifted some pieces here, got an antique piece. But the feeling I really wanted this to have was kind of like an art retreat feeling. I wanted something that felt rustic, but also felt really creative and artistic. I've got, I guess this is a kind of a collage or an assemblage of my paintings here, some hydrangeas from last summer. And I don't know if you've noticed that this is kind of a theme, these beige drapes, these beige linen drapes throughout the home, and this consistent black line. So we just wanted to create just an open space, beautiful view, and just kind of really just emphasize that and not do too much like crazy stuff in here. So let's go look at some of the other rooms. Our living room just has beautiful light. I actually really don't want to turn on too many lights in here just because I love the color that comes off of the property. There's a lot of green that kind of comes in here. I wanted this to feel like a great conversation area, but also bringing in more of that artistic feeling. Again, it's kind of like this space to me, I wanted it to be a bit refined, but also a bit rustic and a bit artistic and modern, because I wanted it to kind of tell the story of Jerry and I, that, you know, we're two creative people that live in New York City, but we have this haven that we come to. So we wanted to bring a bit of refinement here, but also embrace the fact that we are in the country. We're on 5 acres and we have a pond right outside our door. So we wanted to really embrace the fact that we were in the country and not deny that and honor that, but also bring in like our city personality, our artistic personality into how it is designed. The table we got from BR Home, and I just feel like it is the perfect kind of contrast to this space, which is a lot of white and a lot of brown, but I feel like this coffee table has such a presence, but it doesn't overshadow or outdo anything else in this home. It's like everything feels so in harmony here. The side tables were also from BR Home, and they have that worldly African vibe that I wanted to bring into the home to showcase like our love of travel. Our gallery wall also represents our love of travel. We've got kind of themes here, and I've collected all of these pieces. A couple of them I'm waiting for the right piece to swap out, like this one. It's got a fairy, but we've got like travel, vintage pieces of travel, vintage pieces that represent different parts of the world, art, a Matisse drawing, a Robert De Niro Sr. coaster from the Greenwich Hotel that I framed at the bottom, but I love his artwork. Maybe someday we can have a piece. And birds, because we love birds. Also, I had to buy this when I saw it at the thrift store because it's Christina's World is the name of the original painting. This is a print on a piece of wood panel, and it's Andrew Wyeth, who I feel like his work just really kind of fits into this house so well. Let's go further back. This is our foyer. It's interesting, this foyer, because we have 2 closets. So it was like, how do we kind of do something with this space with these 2 closets? It's kind of a strange thing to like walk in with that, but I think we pulled it off great with this small table, some art books. I lucked out finding this piece as well as this piece here. Got a few different pieces here. A little log from our property that we normally place a plant on, but it's outside now. And then if we go further back, maybe I should turn on some light here. Go further back, we've got more artwork here, really comfy rug that we added. Another Andrew Wyeth print that we have framed. We're gonna do something on this wall, but not really sure yet. And then now we're gonna go back to our first bathroom makeover. This bathroom has been completely transformed. We painted everything, including the floor. We added the shower curtain, added some drapes here. It's kind of crammed. It's hard to probably film this. Thank you, Jerry. Added some drapes here, some books, the thinker.
We went thrifting and we found this vintage sink.
Yes, this sink, I love this sink. This thing transformed the space. That was like our first big piece. And then we purchased these herbariums. They're antique herbariums from Sweden. Just like everything started taking shape, but we also didn't want it to feel too antique-y. And so we added these striped towels and just kind of a little bit of pop culture sort of things that were of interest to us. In our bedroom, we didn't really do a lot. Come and see. We didn't really do a lot. I reupholstered the bed frame because it was this gray color. So I did that. We changed out some of the linens. I thrifted some more art, which I wanted to just have, I don't know, I thought it was really nice above our bed because they're vintage pieces from 1967 from an artist who hand drew these, and they're different places around Paris. And we spent a few days in Paris on our honeymoon. And then just some more imagery, another couple paintings. So the feeling in here, I wanted to honor the house being built in 1955, and I felt like these pieces had that sort of feeling, like the bed just kind of had that vibe. Even our side tables had that same sort of like a mid-century sort of feeling. So I don't want to turn on the fan in here or the light in here because the fan will go and I don't want that to be too loud, but come inside and hopefully the light is okay. I actually really love it in here with the light out just because we get such beautiful light in our house. So we also painted everything here, and this was one of the floors that we also painted. And it was a game changer. We got another vintage sink for this bathroom. I love the nickel finishes here. Couldn't really do much about this right now, but it's okay. We added a Ralph Lauren light. This piece here, which, as you know, if you've been following these videos, I love dressers in unlikely places. And so this is all of our storage. So it contains, you know, bathroom necessities, toiletries, things like that. And then we just created a pretty little vignette here with some antique and vintage pieces, placed some pretty toiletries here. And there you have it. So in the kitchen, we did a few major things. We painted the cabinets. We replaced the knobs here with an antique brass because we wanted to really tie in this countertop that was already here. This Corian countertop that was like a beige with little flecks. We painted the walls, and we also removed the ugly honey cabinets that were here. So we removed it from here, and we removed them from here. We have a lot of collected cutting boards. Some are from travels, bowls, things like that. So everything is very meaningful to us in this space.
So Christina decided she wanted to put a coffee bar in. So I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. But then she said she wanted to get a dresser. So I was like, a dresser? I'm just like, okay. But so I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. It really came out great. Christina changed the knobs out, which is amazing. It matches the kitchen knobs in the kitchen, this nice and unlacquered brass. And then with the mirrors and with the finishes that you can see, it makes it very nice and cozy in our kitchen.
This room was major. Like, it looks so much better. This is the washer and dryer set that we originally got when we closed on the house. But it doesn't even bother me now because we managed to transform this space so much.
It's a mudroom.
I know it's a mudroom, but I'm just saying, like, it's actually a space now that I really like. Mudroom or not, I just think it's like a cute space that I would want to hang out and drink my coffee. I feel like it's so pleasant. You know, it has like just a sunny feeling in it. We've got all of our hats here. So whenever we have guests here, they can borrow a hat when we go out onto the property. So no ticks. And we painted the walls in here. We also painted these cabinets. These were also the same honey cabinets. So we treated these the same as in the kitchen. And Jerry changed this guy out because this was a really ugly slop sink. Now it looks really pretty and I love it.
Thrifted and got the light.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got this light that we changed out and this piece here. So we just really managed to make it, look at the cute little flowers, the little dried flowers and stuff. These are from last summer, our hydrangeas. But we just really managed to make it just feel like very warm and cute and inviting. And that way when we have people out on the screened-in porch, they get to pass through a cute area rather than this ugly laundry room that we had before. Hey, Jerry.
Hey.
Why don't you take us on a tour of your garden?
My garden, absolutely.
Yeah.
Come this way, guys.
Yes.
If you notice this beautiful stone wall that was here.
Yeah.
This is another reason why I love this place. You know what I mean? So I planted a bunch of hydrangeas. They haven't bloomed yet, but they're on their way. Some of them are popping off. Some boxwoods. I can't remember every plant I planted because we bought so many, but you could see, you know, just kind of bought like an inexpensive pot. And then I was like, oh, why don't I put it in a basket?
I love it in the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. And then some of these beautiful clay pots. These were like from Italy here.
I love these pots.
And these terracotta pots here. These are lavender. These are little lavender trees here. When we first bought the home, I should say, this was all overgrown. You couldn't even see the air conditioning compressor. That's how much the weeds were so high. So I ripped everything all out. Christina and I worked so hard and then seeded and planted all new grass. So now we have a nice lively backyard. We also unfortunately had to take some trees down because they were dangerous. They were going to fall on top of the house. So it just expanded the backyard because none of this existed. So again, raked, added seeds, beautiful grass as you can see. Made a little fire pit. So at night we sit outside, have a little fire, have a glass of wine, and then you could see this. This didn't even exist. The only thing that existed was the rocks. And then I cut out the grass and planted away. We got some fresh rosemary. We got another lavender tree, a rose bush, fresh mint, Pignoni's coming in. We've got a bunch of hydrangeas all up on top again. And then I can't even remember all these flowers I planted.
We've got these fig
and then we
trees are
got
doing
some
really
fig trees
good.
over here. We got a few of them here. We're just waiting for a fig to pop out. And then tomatoes. There were tomatoes, but this local woodchuck, ate them on me, so I'm going to get them.
It's like Caddyshack. You guys know what that reference is.
And then we got some Myers lemon bush here. This is a lemon tree, and then you can see an actually real live lemon is growing.
Look at that.
And then you can see that's another hydrangea tree with a pretty landscaping here. So yeah, so we did a major transformation here. And
you can see Jerry's been busy.
I also invested in a chainsaw, so I've been chopping down. I didn't chop actually. I've been just there was a lot of trees that were down, and I chopped them all up. And so we have some firewood for this coming winter. So I got to get to now chopping away, and started. So you can see what I did over here for our fire pit. So I chopped a bunch of wood here. Our garden here, we got a little raised bed. It's a little not looking so good because we ate a lot of it. we grew a lot of arugula, kale, romaine, bib lettuce. So there's a few things. I can see the basil's looking really good. But yeah, so I have to actually buy some more vegetables, and replant. Got some rosemary here, some parsley. Again, bib lettuce. And we have some chives over here. Yeah, we'll go to the front of the house. This is where we dine al fresco. We come out here, and we have our barbecue in here. And we have it really pretty with all the lights going on. Last night we made pizza.
I love this area right here. So pretty.
So then here we got, we planted, so we have olive trees from Tuscany. So we'll see in the next maybe 3 years, maybe I'll get an olive. They're really small right now, but they're actually growing. They're doing really good. So the feeling I was going for was something very Italian. So if you look in, little landscaping books of Italy, they always have everything in clay pots, and you'll see some baskets, but I really like the baskets as well. So you can see here, we planted a bunch of boxwood bushes. And then I also decided, well, why don't we go with a hydrangea tree? So that's going to be really pretty in the fall. Once that all blooms, the colors are going to really pop off. So this is our pond. We also had some other landscaping here that we took away because everything was dying, but we planted some new trees here, some other high grass over here as well. And this is our pond. We hear some crazy sounds out of here every night. A lot of bullfrogs.
Definitely.
And this is our driveway. You can see how magical it is. You can't even see the road. When we pulled into the home, we fell in love with it. So come on this way. This is, like I said, this is Casa Serenita. This is our magical place that we fell in love with.
All right, everyone, that is it. It's been such a pleasure having you all here.
Thanks for having me along. I had a great time showing you our home. And next time I'll cook you a bowl of pasta, though.
Ooh. I'd love that. All right, sending you so much love from New York.